Anuj, unmute. Hello, Anuj. Are you there? You're not audible, bhai. It's audible together, one.
Now am I audible? Kabir, am I audible now? Hello. Kabir, am I audible?
Audible.
Kabir, आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
Your voice is coming.
Oh,
Okay. So please start with your introduction.
okay. So first of all, thank you for taking my the interview and give me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Anuj Garg, and in total I have 5 years of experience in HR operations, and recently I completed my course in SAP CPI. And if I talk about the skills of my SAP CPI, I have done 2 projects in the SAP CPI, which is integration. I have did integrations through various various tools through content modifier, value mapping, message mapping. I have know about the Groovy scripting and UZ converter to XML to CSV converter. I have used XML to JSON converter. I have used in the SAP CPI. And if I talk about my journey, my first company is GIF Group, where I have done HR operations work. And the second company is Outbooks, where I know about the how to manage the payrolls and all the complete employee life cycle. I know about that. And the current company is Teleperformance, where I'm working from last 2.3 years. And in side by side, I am doing SAP CPI course through Sapmate organizations. And this is all about me, basically. I don't know what I say in the introduction, basically. Hello.
Yeah, can you name two middleware tools apart
Sorry.
from CPI? Can you name two middleware tools apart from CPI? Apart from CPI, can you name two middleware tools?
Postman
You know,
and the success factor.
Postman is not a middleware tool. It's a
Mm,
thing which we do through which we do POC. You can, if you wanted to consider Postman as uh, middleware, we can consider, but it's not fully middleware.
okay, so the middleware, basically, the middleware tool is various middleware tool is content modifier. The data is growing through the content modifier, the converter, the message mapping. There's a middleware tool basically.
Okay. Can you tell me one thing? Uh, what is exception handling?
I don't know what this.
Okay. Can you tell me the configuration of email adapter?
Yes, the configuration of the basically the email adapter. The first is the firstly we have to create the credentials through the in the security materials. In the security material, we have to create the credential of the we use to our email ID and the password of our email ID. Not the password. We have to create the password through the app password. There is some website we have to create the app password and we put over there. Basically, this is the we have to create credentials of the mail adapter. And while doing the configurations of the mail adapter, we have to use the email address, okay, which we are used to. And in the authentication we have to use basic and put the put the password over there. And in the connection tab we have to use the address which is smtp.gmail.com and the we can say the host code. We can say the proxy code or host code. We have to put in the through the semicolon. And in the two we have to send put the address of the sender, and the from we have to put the address of us. And after that we use the mail adapter, all the things.
Okay. So suppose the client is saying create an integration with two systems.
Okay.
So what question you will ask from client? Like what kind of integration you want? What kind of questions you will ask?
Okay. Firstly, while doing the integration, firstly we know the requirement, what type of integration they want. Okay, firstly we know the requirement of the client. We
Tell me the
know
types of the integration. What kind of integration we create normally?
the integration we create, the API based integration. We have to move send the data from a one system like SuccessFactors to other. We have to send that. So firstly we know what type of data they want to send to the one system to another system, and we require the credentials of that both the systems. Okay, we know the we must get the URL from the client of that both the systems. So on that basis we have to do the integrations basically, and certifications as well.
Integration and API based integration. Difference between a file based integration and API based integration.
File based The file based integration is that basically uh, we have to use SFTP to send the file to the another server. Okay, and the API based in the file, the file is the CSV file as well, the XML file as well, and the uh, JSON file as well. We have to send the file basically. Okay, there's a different files. And the API integration, it means we have to send the data from one system to another system. There is no file over there. Basically, there is a data is integrated from one system to another system. But in the file, we have to get the file like CSV, JSON, XML file.
Okay. So can you tell me that what is the other SFTP?
SFTP basically is the it is a adapter. SFTP is a adapter basically, and they basically work as a server or in the cloud formation basically. So that
What is the difference between SFTP and FTP?
SFTP,
SFTP and FTP.
yes, SFTP is more secure adapter as per the FTP. Basically, SFTP is a basically more secure and more reliable adapter as per the FTP. The both work same.
How?
I don't know about that.
How it is more secure?
I don't know about that.
Okay. So can you tell me what do you understand when we say process call?
Process call. I never used process call.
What is general splitter?
Sorry,
What is general splitter?
general splitter. So the general splitter is if we mm, split the data, if we split the data, we use the general splitter. Okay, in the one go. In the one go, like we have a 10 XML data, okay, 10 XML entry in the employee ID, there's a name, first name, last name, and the salary, okay. And so in the general splitter, basically one by one, the if we use the value mapping, sorry, message mapping, the we concatenate the first name and the last name. So we concatenate the name, first name, last name, make that full name, and it's go in the general splitter. It goes one by one, and after that we use the gather to gather the whole data of that, and after that we it's some basically general splitter works.
What is the difference between iterating splitter and general splitter?
Okay, so the general splitter basically it take the information, it take the data whole. In the general splitter, it takes one by one. And there is a more modification in the iterating splitter as per the general splitter.
Okay. Do you know how to connect CPI with Facebook?
CPI with Facebook. Firstly, we get the URL of that Facebook which we want to connect that in the CPI, and the or the credential as well of that, and after that we fetch the data from the Facebook to CPI.
Okay.
And what type of data we require, so we have to get the list, all the things.
Okay, we have given you one system which is Alka. Can you please tell me what is Alka and why we use that? Why we use Alka in our day-to-day life?
Okay, so Alka is a basic HRMS system. Okay, Alka is a basic HRMS portal where all the information of the employee are there, like start date, hire date, termination date, separation date, and uh, pay compensations, onboardings, offboardings, exit details are there, cost centers, all the employee details are gathered in the Elka software. Elka is a basically HRMS software.
Okay. Okay. So can you please tell me how to connect CPI with Alka system?
To connect CPI with the Elka system, uh, if we want the data from the CPI to Elka, so we get the URL of the of this Alka system and credential as well of the Alka system. We put the in the CPI. while using various adapters, like we are using O adapter to to integrate the information to Alka. Okay, in the address we put the Alka URL over there. We have to make the credentials which we use in the login to Alka software. We use that credentials. We firstly we to make the credential through the security material. Okay, we create the credentials and we put the credentials in the uh, OData is the authentication. After that, we have to select the what type of information we want in the processing, what type of information we want. We select the various types of information, like we want the employee information. Okay, in the employee information, there's all things are there, like designation, departments, and all the things. So we select that area of that whatever information we want, and after that. Uh, we connect the SAP CPI to Alka software, and we get the information through in the content modifier as well. And we want to information the another software, we can use that endpoint of the SAP CPI. We can use that.
Okay. Okay. Can you please tell me how you will connect SuccessFactors with CPI?
SuccessFactor with CPI. Okay. Uh, Firstly, we create the credentials of the success factor. Okay, in the security material, we create the credential of the success factor. For creating the username, firstly, for creating username, so firstly we use the username at the rate company ID. Okay, and this success factor credentials we put over there and save that. And after that, we use like if we integrate some data of the success factor, we use the sender to HTTPS. Okay, after that we use the request to reply and connect the and one more receiver which is called success factor receiver. We use that. The process we take the configuration user in the address. Firstly, we check that what type of address they are using. Like if we are using sales demo, so in this we can say that in this SAP have already have these some URLs. We use that URL to connect that data. We have to check that. Okay. So we use that address. Okay. And in the authentication, we use the basic and put the credentials over there. And after that, in the processing tab, okay, we use OData and select the select. And after that, one more tab is open, which is we have to select that model of we can say the model of the success factor. Okay, in this tab 2 we have to select the query. Okay, whatever query we use, like there is a many more things in the success factor: per person,
Okay.
employee
In per
information,
personal, if I wanted to get the name, which API I will call from SuccessFactor?
uh, per employee information,
Sorry,
employee information.
what is the API? API name. I think you're looking in the screen. Can you please share your screen?
Sorry.
Can you share your screen?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Okay. Can you please tell me API that is where from you will get the name of the user?
Per person.
Okay. Between username, user ID, and personal ID external, which one is unique in the success factor for employee?
Person ID.
Okay. And uh, okay. Can you please tell me what is the difference between end event and end message in CPI?
And evented and message.
Hmm.
Okay, the difference between is that and message is basically we can say that it's on time. Okay, it's or we can say the hand to hand. But on event, it's we can schedule after 1 hour, after 1 day, every week. It's a event based. Okay, we can schedule according the client requirement. If we sync the data, we fetch the data after 1 week, so we use the event. If we want the data right
No, no,
now,
no,
so we
it's wrong.
use
It's wrong.
the
No, it's wrong. Okay. Can you please tell me, uh, if I wanted to get right now, the current time in the CPI, how can I get in CPI? How can get I can get the time in CPI?
okay. Um, if we want the time, firstly we use the content modifier. Okay, in the
Mhm.
content modifier we use the we can use the property or header, whatever we want. Okay, like we use
Okay.
the property. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, we use the property. Okay, in the constant name we can use in the name we can use anything like date we want. Okay, and after that in the constant and expression we use the expression over there. Okay, and after that we use the format like dollar, curly braces, and current time it's uh,
Okay.
HH 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 MM SS HH semicolon MM semicolon SS and curly braces. Firstly we use the dollar, curly braces, and this.
Okay. Okay. So a client has told you that if my interface has some issue, send me an email. Can you please tell me how can we do that?
Send me an email.
Yeah. If my interface is getting failed, to send me an
Okay.
email whenever it is getting failed. So how you will
Okay.
design this process?
Okay. So whenever the if the client are asking if the email is failed, we get the message over there. If the data is failed, so we use the router. We can use the router over there. We have used it one router over there and two routes over there. If the data is success, there is a go route one, and the data is failed. We put the conditions over there. And it goes route two, and in the route two we use the mail adapter. Okay, for connecting that, sending the mail.
Okay. Okay. So Anuj, it was a lovely interview with you. Okay. I wanted to give you feedback now.
Yes.
So feedback will be most of your answers are wrong. Okay. But I am very happy you are answering the question. You're not getting silent on questions. Okay. So, the only thing which can make you best in this uh, profession, which is practice. So I'm getting you lack of practice. Okay. That's the one thing. You are lack of practice and you know the things like you know the name. You also know the, how to use it, but you exactly don't know where to use it. And this
Yes.
question answer you will get only when you will sit with yourself. Okay. You will give you like you are married or unmarried.
Unmarried.
You are married. So see,
Unmarried. Unmarried.
okay, you are unmarried, but suppose you are married, right?
Okay.
So you will give some time to your wife, right? Without giving the time, you cannot make a good relationship with your wife, right? So
Yes.
CPI is same, it's only require your time. If you'll give money, not never, it will never, एक लड़की जो होती है ना, जो कभी तुम्हारे
Hmm.
हाथ नहीं आएगी पैसे से, right? I'm giving example
Hmm.
of girls, so don't take in a wrong way, but I'm just giving you so that you can understand that.
Hmm.
So you are good, your understanding is good, subject you know good, but you have lack of practice. I have not gone into deep dive. I have just asked basic things from you. And you're lacking somewhere where because of the lack of practice. So I will on one more. I will schedule one more mock interview with you next week, and
Okay.
take this week practice whole week. Even you're saying that what I have asked one question. What is the difference between end event and end message? It's a very
Yes.
basic thing. End message we use in the main flow, end event we use in the process call, local integration process. So these things, I cannot teach you. You have to practice. Then you will understand. You just focus where what I am using, what is the
पर
benefit of that. Yeah.
पर एक बार वो ठीक आपने ये बोला, पर एंड मैसेज तो हम तभी सोचा जब हमको राइट नाउ को इन्फॉर्मेशन चाहिए होती है, और इवेंट का तो हम
नहीं नहीं
स्केड्यूल
नहीं,
करते हैं ना।
वो स्टार्ट वाला है, स्टार्ट मैसेज है, वो एंड मैसेज नहीं है, सही से चेक करना। वो स्टार्ट
हाँ
मैसेज है
हाँ
जब हमको रियल टाइम कनेक्ट करना होता है। एंड मैसेज और एंड इवेंट दो अलग अलग चीजें हैं, तुम इवेंट वाले में जाकर चेक करना, दोनों मिल जाएंगे तुमको।
हाँ हाँ,
तुम
नहीं
एक
ध्यान आ गया।
तुम अच्छे से प्रैक्टिस करो। मेरे को सिर्फ और सिर्फ, यू आर वेरी स्मार्ट, यू आर वेरी गुड इन कन्वर्सेशन, यू आर वेरी गुड इन, you're concerned about your job, that whether I will get a job or not, right? But
यस
frankly speaking, you are right now, I can say 35% out of 100. But I can tell you, if you give your time, I will be the person who will say you are 99%, Anuj. Okay, it requires only your time. Give your 1 week or 2 week, and then schedule a mock interview with me. That's It's a good interview. I will not say it's a very worse. I have taken interview with very worse situations. People don't even know CPI. So you are
ओके
them good than them, but you need just focus on the practice things. Okay, and
ओके
don't stress too much. You are in the path. You are 35% right now, but this number will change. Okay.
ओके
Okay, then let's meet next week. Thank you so much.
ओके,
Uh,
थैंक यू
okay, do you have any feedback for Sapmate, or do you have any feedback for us? You wanted to add something?
अभी मैं आपको थोड़ा सा बाद में बताऊंगा इस चीज का।
No, you
तो
wanted to.
आप
ये video को लोग देखेंगे, right? So you wanted to add something, like like how we teach, and anything from our side, where we should focus. Anything?
okay. So basically, Sapmate is a very good organization for the learning the SAP CPI course, and there is a very helpful teaching organization, teaching faculty over there in the Sapmate, and the practice sessions and all the things are working fine, and the classes be on time basically. And the improvement part, if I talk about the improvement part, they basically there's a give more projects over there. Okay, my requirement is basically that the projects over there, and the improvement part is firstly firstly the faculty told how to create our projects. Okay, how to put our things in the projects, like as you said that I know something but I don't know where we use that. Okay, the lacking thing is I know that where I am lacking. The thing behind is that because I know the Groovy scripting, how to do Groovy scripting, how to use XML, how to use converter, but I don't know that where we use that. Okay, so that's why Kabir, I'm always asking, whenever the projects is start, please tell me this project is doing this way, and firstly tell me इस प्रोजेक्ट को ऐसे ऐसे कर सकते हैं, ये प्रोजेक्ट ऐसे होगा, उसके बाद सेकंड प्रोजेक्ट हम लोग करेंगे तो बेटर रहेगा हमारे लिए।
No,
ये
I have already given lots of project. I have done, I think, most of the project. See, why I have give you the projects when you have a security in your head. कि ये तो करके देगा, मुझे प्रोजेक्ट तो करके देगा. Frankly speaking, this is not the way you will ever learn. When you have a insecurity in the mind, nobody is there to help. I am the one. That time you become a 100%. तुम्हारे अंदर ये थोड़ा सा उसको भी ठीक करो कि you have born in this world alone. People are there to guide you, but you have to crack your interview by your own. You will work by your own. You will die one day by your own. Nobody will go with you.
yes you are
चीजें नहीं
right.
समझ में आती हैं. Internet is there, CPI, Chat GPT is there, Google is there. Take help from them. Okay? ठीक है. Next week एक्शन शेड्यूल करेंगे. I hope कि तुम बहुत अच्छा करोगे. ठीक है?
Okay, thank you Gopi, thank
Okay.
you.
Bye bye.